So the latest issue of Sports Illustrated is out, and the Indiana Fever are gracing its cover.
Remember when the Indiana Fever struggled to sell out games? Now they're on the cover of Sports Illustrated * as America's team. That's the Caitlin Clark effect, turning a franchise from league underdog to championship contender almost overnight.
We're talking about America's team, and I can't help but to get all patriotic inside. When we're talking about America's team, I can't help but to feel all red, white, and blue inside the Indiana Fever Grace WNBA Preview 2025 Sports Illustrated cover.
The Fever's rise from having the league's worst record just a few years ago to becoming a national favorite isn't just about one superstar. It's the result of smart rebuilding, veteran leadership, and a team finally ready to claim greatness instead of just chasing it. And it all kicks off May the 17th against Chicago in what could be the most anticipated regular season game in WNBA history. If you're hyped for the matchup, drop a "fired up for the Fever" in the comments. Let's go.
The Big Four, folks, the Big Four. Kelsey, Money Mitch, put them in you already know. Aaliyah Boston, Dewana Mama Bonner, salute to the Pope. And we got Caitlin Clark Kent, the Big Four for the Indiana Fever. Fever dreams.
2 years ago, a game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse felt like a ghost town, empty seats everywhere. The Indiana Fever wrapped up the season with a brutal 5-31 record, dead last in the WNBA. Nobody was talking about them. Nobody cared. The Fever weren't just struggling, they were forgotten. Imagine a nearly decade-long playoff drought, with fewer than 2,000 fans showing up per game, the lowest attendance in the league. When you're that far down, the climb back up feels almost impossible.
This team is definitely in a different place than it was last season. I love the addition of Dewana Bonner after being with the Connecticut Sun, who is now being sold because they don't have practice facilities. And you know, she has talked about how honored she is, and you can just read it on her face, how happy she is to be there and to be so supported by such a great fan base.
Here's where the story takes a turn. The Fever's rebuild truly began with one bold move, drafting Aaliyah Boston first overall in 2023. After years of wandering in the basketball wilderness, they finally had a cornerstone, a player to build around. But even with Boston's arrival, the team still finished with a losing record, just 13 wins. Then came the turning point, the 2024 WNBA draft lottery. The ping-pong balls bounced Indiana's way, landing them the #1 pick. We all know what happened next. Caitlin Clark joined the Fever, and everything changed overnight. Tickets vanished in minutes. Games sold out. The media couldn't stop talking about Indiana. The shift wasn't just dramatic, it was historic. A franchise that once struggled to fill half an arena now had fans begging for seats. But what makes this story truly special isn't Clark. It's how the entire organization rallied around a long-term vision. With Kelly Krauskopf returning as president, the mission was clear: build a real contender, not just ride the wave of a superstar.
There is much more to the W's most watched team than the Caitlin Clark show. I kind of love that they included Dewana Bonner in this cover because she is an integral member of the team. And about a month ago, there was a video going around that Kelsey Mitchell had posted, just some random video of all of them in their red, rebel red uniform. And everyone on social media was like, what is going on? Did they get new uniforms? And you could tell that they were at a park, and it ends up that they were shooting the cover of Sports Illustrated.
The Sports Illustrated cover says it all. Not just Caitlin Clark, but Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Dewana Bonner standing shoulder to shoulder. This isn't a one-woman show. It's a team that's been rebuilt from the ground up. When the players first saw that cover, their reactions spoke volumes. These weren't athletes used to being featured in national magazines. The genuine surprise and joy on their faces revealed just how much this moment meant. A powerful recognition after years spent in the shadows.
Wow. This turned out so good. This period fever dream. Y'all wish that was you, huh? My bad. Oh, this looks so good. Ooh, that is fire.
And now the reveal for everyone waiting.
Wow. Just beautiful. Beautiful work of art. I love it. That's sick.
That cover represents more than just a striking image. It captures years of patience, rebuilding, and smart decision-making. The Fever didn't simply stack talent. They built a vision for what women's basketball could be in Indiana. Now, the Indiana Fever have risen as America's team, a franchise that both die-hard basketball fans and casual viewers are eager to watch. The Sports Illustrated cover isn't just a milestone for the Fever, it marks a historic moment for the entire WNBA, signaling the league's breakthrough into mainstream sports culture like never before.
It's so good! It looks so good! It's so dope! That's so good. That's popping. Okay!
Oh, aw. This is so nice. This is so amazing. I've never been on the cover of a magazine like this. I can't wait to show my mom, man. I'm grateful for stuff like this. Shout out to the Fever Dream. Now you know.
We're not here to chase greatness. We're here to claim it. That's the Fever's new mantra, and it perfectly captures the moment they're living in. This rise wasn't a fluke. It's the result of aligning elite young talent, seasoned veteran leadership, and an organization finally ready to step into the spotlight. From worst to first, the Fever's transformation is the stuff of sports dreams. When the most game-changing player in recent memory, Caitlin Clark, joins your team, everything shifts. Suddenly, Indiana wasn't a place top players passed over. It became the destination. Clark's gravitational pull reshaped the entire WNBA landscape, and the Fever's front office knew exactly what to do. They didn't just draft her and hope for the best, they moved fast, bringing in veteran stars to complement their rising young core, and fast-track the path to contention. This isn't a slow rebuild anymore. This is about winning.
Caitlin Clark did have a little bit to say about the Fever's recruitment in the offseason. It kind of drives home the whole, nobody wanted to play in Indiana. It negates it, actually. Sorry, it doesn't drive it home. It totally negates it. And she says, people want to come here and play with us and be a part of this organization. Honestly, in our case, it worked out pretty fast. Everyone wanted to come.
8. Duana Bonner shocked the basketball world when she chose Indiana, a 6-time All-Star and 2-time WNBA champion. With more playoff experience than any active player, Bonner decided the Fever was her best option. This wasn't supposed to happen. Veterans of her caliber usually sign with proven contenders, not rebuilding teams. But something special was clearly brewing in Indiana, and Bonner saw it before the rest of the league did.
The majority of all of the players that are not on rookie contracts, except for Lexi Brown and Kalani Brown next season, are going to be free agents. I think that's 80% of the league if you take out the rookies and those two players. And there's going to be a lot of change. I'm curious about all the shakeups, who's going to stay on the Fever.
Clark herself wasted no time stepping into recruitment mode. She personally reached out to potential free agents, pitching a vision of what they could build together in Indiana. It didn't take much convincing. Players saw the momentum, felt the energy, and wanted in. When the most electrifying young star in basketball is calling, veterans answer. Sophie Cunningham brought championship grit and toughness. Natasha Howard added elite defensive versatility, and 3 WNBA championship rings to her resume. These weren't just random pickups. Each signing was intentional, filling specific needs identified by the coaching staff. Cunningham's scrappy, fearless style and Howard's lockdown defense perfectly complement the core of Clark, Boston, and Mitchell, forming a balanced, battle-ready roster built to compete now.
We knew that Caitlin Clark was this phenomenal talent, but she was entering a league that she was not familiar with. She was a rookie. The Indiana Fever have been actively building and rebuilding their organization and this team, and they have a lot of incredible pieces. But the fact that they were able to get into the playoffs and be a team that, although they didn't, advance far in the playoffs, they were a team that we kept saying, if you face them, they're gonna make it difficult for you. That organization then saw that and said, we're capitalizing on this and we're doing it now.
There is one excerpt that was kind of fun, and of course it's about her getting stronger, and it's about her arms and her weight gain and her in the weight room. But the funny thing about this excerpt is that she went to try her jersey on and she thought that it actually got smaller, and it goes, Clark's top priority was getting stronger. She hit the weight room 4 times a week. The change was pronounced enough that when given her uniform for the photo shoot with Sports Illustrated, Clark asked if it was a smaller jersey than one she wore last year. "Same size," replied the equipment manager. "You're filling out more." She worked to complement that strength with better finishing ability, etc., 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 developing a floater like we kind of all know. It's just really funny that she thought that the jersey got smaller and she's just like yoking up.
Finally here! Beep, 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 beep. Let's go, day one. Excited! Ooh, day one, I'm excited. Let's go. It's go time, go Fever.
Excited. Ready to see what happens.
Pretty good. Ready to get started. Let's do this. Come on.
Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Fever, Sky coming up. WNBA season opener for both teams. There's always extra hype when they play. It's fireworks whenever these two teams meet. I don't know if the Sky have the horses to keep up with the Fever. We've seen variety of scoring around Caitlin Clark, so I think their firepower will be just too much.
This franchise has always been about players. It's always been about basketball, and it's about anything we can do to help the player become the best they can be. This is really a huge example and an opportunity to show the rest of the league and the world and that's involved in women's sports what it takes to be a high-level athlete.
It's an unbelievable day for the Indiana Fever. Another step for our franchise, again, to make this the best franchise in the world.
It's been explicit so far about wanting to win a championship this year. And
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
what does success then look like? I mean,
A championship. Mm-hmm.